Hey everybody, welcome to Gogetit by Getitlex Motivational Mindset, the podcast. So today we're here with Mr. Ron D. Um, this is my first in-person official interview, so bear with me. I apologize, for the late start, but you know how that goes. So thank you for coming on the podcast. Thank you for your patience. I know a lot of people are waiting to hear from you. So I know a little bit about you and tell the people who you are.
Yeah, I'm Ron Lee. I've been officiating football for over 23 years. Had a good time. Started out here in Old Glenley Field. It used to be one of the fun fields to come to back in the day. Now it's the home of the Rich City Spiders. Still a good family place to come do football with, have fun with the fans, coaches, and players. And I've been doing basketball for 10 years. Little rec basketball, high school basketball, but it's fun to be around the kids and be staying positive kids.
So give us a little background history on you. Like, how did you? First of all, are you from here? You from Richmond?
Yeah, I'm from Outer Springs area. Was raised in New Bridge over there about off the 9 Mile Road, Fuller Line.
All right. So, sports wise, did you participate in any sports?
Outer Springs, I was like to everybody. I was the seventh string running back on a team that had all from 82, 84, had all these all Americans and big time college guys. I rode the bench. I rode the bench. Nothing I could do. I was little. I was like 5'7", 44 pounds. If I was this size, I probably would have played.
So that means you got a little experience, as far as the back end of, how referees do or whatever. So, like, during your sports career, did you ever have any animosity towards referees?
I never got in, so I couldn't have no animosity. I never got in. I was a bench rider. I hold the dummies at practice for the guys, Brian Washington. Ended up making it to the NFL, Paul Alexander, Ed Holmes. They were some great guys. But they encouraged me to stay with football.
All right, so moving forward, at what point in your life, before you started refereeing, what was your career choice?
I didn't really have a career choice. I always like to drive, anything with driving. Football is just a hobby. Pick up on a hobby. And one of the hobbies I just been enjoying doing for the last 23 years.
So, what was the start? Like, when did you start your refereeing?
I can't add that far back, but it was Patrick Henry playing. Outer Springs was at Patrick Henry one Friday night playoffs years ago. Seen a neighborhood guy on the sideline. I asked him about how he get started refereeing. He gave me the information. The next fall, I was in the referee class first year. Refereeing, didn't know nothing about football. You think you know, but you don't know. We all started with this. Started with this book, and they make you read from chapter everything from page 1 to page 99, whatever the last page was. First year didn't know none of that stuff.
So is it like a class, like it's a school? How long is that whole learning process?
The first year you go to class from the second week of June all the way to November. You got to attend at least 18 out of 21 weeks in your first year. After that, you cut back to 13, the second and third year. Once you become a member, it's nine times a year.
Right, so is it levels to it? Like, do you start off like at the entry level, like with the small kids, and then move up to the big kids, or?
In the football association, you start off as a trainee, then you become an associate, then you become a P1, then you become a P2, and then you become a member. Once you become a member, it's different. I mean, you look at different instead of people yelling at you. You try to teach the younger guys, and no matter when you start football, you start with everywhere. They'll stick you with Little League, they'll stick you with high school, semi-pro.
So I noticed, like on the field, you got people that wear the black hats and you got people who wear the white hats. Like, so what's the difference between that?
Are you talking about the high school field?
I mean...
on the high school field, the white hat is we got two things we can say. The white hat is in charge of the crew and report all the penalties. What the black hats tell them what the penalties are. Everybody be mad with the white hat because they think he calling everything, so he's getting the blunt of everything.
Right.
And like sometimes when we do Little League, we'll do 4 black hats because we'll try to rotate guys around so everybody get a chance to be the referee in charge of the game.
So pretty much like everybody get a chance to wear the white hat. It's
Well,
a
well, in rec we'll do black hats, so in case we move around, we won't look funny with somebody wearing a
yeah.
white hat. So we'll move the black hats around.
It's
Cause
hanging
you,
on your back. You
cause,
got that white hat
no,
on.
because you behind the quarterback. The white hat normally behind the quarterback. So who is behind the quarterback is kind of like the lead official.
Mm.
So
All right. So between the age groups of rec and high school, like what's been the most entertaining for you? Like give you the most uh, laughs or
oh, the most
memories?
laugh. Oh man, the flag guys and the 6-year-old with the equipment on there. The flag guys are funny. You can line them up, line them up, line them up 2 or 3 times in a row. Like the 6-year equipment, you can line them up. They come out the next play, they like turn around, don't know what they're supposed to be. I can say it comes from coaching, but the attention span for 6 years old and 6-year old is. I tell the coaches, I'm proud of y'all doing that because their attention span is so small. You tell them run this way, they might go that way, they might go this way. Rough help me out, rough help me out, please. Yeah. We try to help most coaches. We try to help with the 6-year-olds, but once it comes 7, you got to start coaching.
Everybody on their own.
Hey, you got to start coaching.
Um, so you refereeing. So do they like send y'all different places, or how does that work? Like, how do you figure out if you gonna be refereeing in Richmond or like out of town? Or is it just up to the league?
High school, we got to assign. They assign us to high school games on Fridays. We got a varsity assign us on Fridays, maybe Saturday. We got a JV assign us on sometimes Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays in the fall, and then in rec ball we got assigners who sign us on Saturday, and you can go from anywhere from Louisa County all the way to King William in between.
Mm, wow. So I know you know a lot of people in the city. You know, you worked for many years. So do you get more problems in the city or outside? Like when you repping for
It doesn't matter because my name gets screamed out wherever I go. I don't care who's on the field with me. If they yell my name the most, and say Ron Lee, Ron Lee, Ron Lee, Ron Lee, your crew, Ron Lee, this, Ron Lee, that, Ron Lee. This is in the little league section. Sometimes I go to some place in high school and people know me from little league like, hey, Ron Lee, you done made it to the country. Or, Ron Lee, you done made it here. How did get you out here? It's all fun sometimes.
so well with the with the good comes the bad, of course. And since you've been doing this for so many years, how have you not been like discouraged just by all the problems that like the coaches or the parents bring? Like they gotta be hard sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes like I'll tell you this. When I first started out, the females, the ladies all used to say the comment, protect my child, protect my child. Don't let my baby get hit. Now they done learn football. It's a whole nother level from the females telling you how you not doing your job right, and this ain't right, and that's this not right, that's not right. And the coaches, I swear, again, I'll go back to the book. I wish every coach, every association would send a coach to referee football for 1 year to see how it's done. Because they won't say we're always cheap. If they read the rule book or come to the football class for 1 year, I promise you that conversation would be over with.
I mean, yeah, because in any game, you somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, and a lot of times you do hear, a lot of us. I'm gonna say us because it been me too sometimes, but you hear a lot of us getting upset, with the officials, and this leads to my next question because me and you had a conversation about there being a shortage,
Yeah.
of referees. Why do you think, it's not that many?
Shortest of referees, I tell my age, I'm 56, and got a lot of 50-year-old guys. They don't want to do this no more. There ain't no 25, 30-year-old guys walking through the door. And that's why I keep telling the coaches around the area, y'all got about a 4-year span, and this might be over with because nobody want to ref because y'all want to argue, argue, argue. We got to coach the coaches more now than we had to do when I first started. It wasn't like when I used to come out Glenn Lee. I ain't calling the coach's name, but they had a staff. We tell them one thing, they leave it alone. We tell them something else, they leave it alone. After the game, they'll come talk to us nice and calm, like, what was happening here? And then say, thank you, man. Now we try to explain something to the coaches. We don't know the F we doing. We don't know the F we doing, but it's in the rule book. But we don't know the F we doing. But they know everything wrong. They looking at Sunday football. It's not Sunday football. It's Virginia High School League rules we play, and that's the book we use.
So is that the same thing with basketball? Like, do you encounter those same type of situations?
Well, everybody's son is LeBron James in these things in basketball. Everybody's son. I mean, everybody's son. It's basketball is a little different because you can take a kid. I give you a perfect example. I was at the Verona game the other day. There's a kid. They say ain't how to score, and this was state semifinal. State quarterfinals, state semifinals Monday night at Highland Springs. Kid ain't scored. One of the best players caught 4 fouls. One guy put the team on their back and rolled out Verona to the victory. And y'all bring home that trophy tonight too.
Yeah, shout out to Verona.
Y'all bring that trophy home tonight too. Coach Boone, Coach AT, Coach Kennard,
And that's another thing. You missing the game to come do this interview. So that's another reason why I'm just like, I gotta keep saying I'm sorry we started it, y'all. But it's all good. So this comes down to like the new generation, like you said, you know, trying to bring more people in. So being that everything is evolving, do you think that it would be a good move for more females to join as referees?
Yeah, we got in our association we got like 4 or 5 females. One does college and another one's trying to do college. And the other 2, no, we got 4. No, other 3 just does high school. We try to encourage anybody to referee. That's how short it is. And that's why a lot of games last year was on Thursday night. High school Friday night games was on Thursday because we're so short. And this year might be even worse because a lot of people retired. And we still gonna get the same quality, but we going from 7 on the field, maybe 6, sometimes 5. And we try to explain to the rec coaches that we don't hear this from Coach Johnson, Coach Lewis. I just used them. These 2 guys I know do not argue no calls on Friday night. They just roll with it. But we call a holding call, or blocking it back. We get cussed out from up and down from assistant coach, water boy, purge, daddy, grandma, everybody cussing us out. Everybody cussing us out.
Got the water boy involved too.
Yeah, water boy. Because he might be on another team. They yell and fuss at us the whole time. But then you go back and look at it, then they go back and look at the film and they don't come say, oh yeah, you was right. They don't apologize. Some guys just hold grudges, think we cheat them all the time. It's not.
With that being said, right, have you ever, now, no matter how good of a referee you are, have you ever called something and did something in a game where you go back and you like, oh man, that was the wrong?
Yeah, I did. I have done a little league game. I called the wrong thing, and I went to the coach after the game. I said, I messed it up. And I said, I apologize. And then he said, it takes a man to come back and apologize that you messed up. And I messed it up, but it was just I thought I was right. Then I thought about it. I did do that wrong. That go back to the rule book. I was trying to apply a different rule to what happened on the field.
Now, in that rule book, that's always the rules, right? That's how it's always gonna be, right? No change, and no, we gotta go back.
They adopted some new things. Every year they'll edit some, put a new change in the beginning of, probably already done in April. They probably already, March, they'll change something different, including like I'll give you a perfect example. They want us to suspend the kid for cussing. You know how many games wouldn't have been played last year? The N-word. You know how many games wouldn't have been played last year? We took our time to suspend every kid to say a word.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been hardly no games, high school, definitely little league.
So,
but parents and coaches don't see that side.
Right, that's like on the inside. So, like, how do people access tonight? That's open to like the regular people, coaches, like the rule book. Like, yeah, so people maybe somebody want to get educated.
They can download it. Then you can go down to www.nfhs.com and download the rule book in the year. But they're not gonna do that.
No, they're not. But just for the people who, want to
nfhs.com and download the rule book.
That's just for anybody who just might be curious. Sometimes you got parents that want to know what they talk about. Like, we want to know what I'm talking about.
I'd be glad to tell the coach. I tell the coach all the time. I go get the rule book. You want to read it while the game's going on?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't need to read nothing. I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, pretty much. So that's what I'm saying. So, that's just crazy because, for you to be doing it so long, I just know like you just encounter so many bad energies and spirits and stuff like that. So this got to be like a passion, right?
It's a passion. It's a passion, but it's like certain people you like to come see. Like to come areas you like to come to, and some areas you're like, oh man, this gonna be a long day. I already know what this gonna be. You just gotta psych yourself up to block some of that stuff out because the first thing you call something wrong gonna be something negative. And sometimes it go down here. Sometimes it just stay normal. Some people take personal shots at me. I don't. It is what it is.
Right.
80%. I say about 50% of people probably like me. 50% don't like me.
That's nice. That is fine. Um, so have you ever been sent somewhere where you just didn't want to go, like, or you
Yeah.
didn't go?
No, I went. I bite my tongue and I was just quiet. I mean, I ain't want to be there. So if I start something, it's all on me. So if I be quiet, hurry up and get it done,
Get out the
get
way,
out the
go
way,
home.
and go home. Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you. It's been in this area places. I ain't gonna tell you where, but I'm the only one here.
Oh man.
I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you because it's too loud. Because I can't.
I'm sorry, y'all. Slight interruption. But
Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the young guys like Angela. I got a little two young guys, a couple of young people that want to. They're approving on their little referendum. Got little Sam Banks, Warren, Smith, Angelo, Chandler, all them little young officials. We trying to make them better. Hopefully they bring somebody in. But like I said, everybody want to yell at us, but nobody want to go to class and learn how to referee. They don't have time for that. But they can come out here Saturday and call us every name under the book.
Yeah, I already know that's how it go, and I think that's why it was important because people see you and they, you know, side eye referee and stuff like that. So I just think was a good idea for people to get a feel of who you are. You know, let them know you approachable. I mean, you know, like
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't
very
gotta
approachable.
be nasty just because they don't understand what's going on. Like I don't think that's the right
Oh,
way to go about it at all.
yeah, I done lost my cool at some people on the sideline. Lost my cool. Lost my cool at some coaches on the sideline. But they lost their cool too.
Yeah, that's part of the game. I mean, it's all about sportsmanship and
Yeah,
keeping it
and
moving.
that's I want to say that about sportsmanship. It's about how the sportsmanship. And I don't like when coaches quit on the kids. I don't like coaches disrespecting adults in front of the kids. It's taken away from the game. And then when he get mad at you, you gonna disrespect him, but you let him disrespect me. Because you know how many times we done came to the sideline and tell the coach, you know what you just called me? And the coach said, oh no, he didn't say that. But it'd be surprised what we hear in the middle of the field.
I can bet.
Y'all
I
don't know the
know.
stuff we hear. Man, I ain't gonna talk about it. JV football. Oh boy, we hear some stuff in
Oh,
the
I
middle of
know
the
they
field.
mouth nasty, and I can only imagine because they be wearing their helmet, so you can't see what they saying. They can just be
Man, we
talking
hear.
crazy and just, oh my gosh, that's
We hear.
yeah.
And it's come to some teams in the little league the same way, same attitude. But when we put them out, we said, all right, we're gonna force everybody to get out cussing. You watch how many kids don't play. Watch how many kids don't play. That's a two game possible 3 game suspension. Then what the parents gonna say? You don't like my blue blue kid, so you ready to fight me because he cussed at me.
It's a whole ripple effect,
Yeah,
you know.
he
But,
cussed at me, but you mad at me because I put him out the game. I done saved a couple of kids from altercations. Just don't let them play. Let them watch the game. Let them try to learn something. Tell them something on the sideline. Reason why he ain't playing. But guess what the coach do? Turn his back on him.
and keep it moving.
He don't tell the kid what he did wrong, why he can't play.
And that's crazy because I feel like the whole purpose, I mean, outside of the field and the wins and losses or whatever, I feel like the coach is supposed to be instilling those type of principles in the kids, especially as far as respect. And I guess that's the difference in the era we living in now. I know it was probably a little bit like that back in the day or whatever, but now I think it's just way more common for the kids to be disrespectful and just nasty mouth at the game. At my son basketball game, I had to like check some kids like, woo, I'm an adult. Like remember, watch your mouth and then but I know it get crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, I take my hat off to y'all because it's a lot. And then for you to be doing it for so many years, like, I can only imagine how many cuss words you did been called and how many bees.
Fat, bald headed, blind, bum.
No, I already know. I already know. And it get crazy and crazy over the years because
Oh
they come
yeah.
out with new terms. So I
Yeah.
already know it get crazy. But besides the negative parts, right, can you tell me about some highlights,
All
like,
right.
of
All right.
coaching?
A reference.
I mean, reference. Excuse me.
I give you a good example. When my cat Beckman was 8 years old, he couldn't even barely walk. I mean, he he was playing basketball. I just let the kids foul him and foul him. His daddy used to get mad with him. I said, but he bigger than everybody. He gonna get stronger. So when he got 13, 12, 13, he was bigger than me. So I had to call a foul then because he was bigger than me.
He
And
put
then,
some weight on.
yeah, he put some weight on and got taller. I was like, oh, I guess I can call these fouls now. You look like you got
He
big and
can
strong.
handle it.
But he kept mentally, he kept playing. He didn't let me affect him because he said, you know they fouled me. I said, no, but don't worry about that. Keep working to make yourself better. And some kids, you tell them, keep working to make themselves better. And I don't care what you call on them. They're going to make themselves better, put it in their head. Yeah, he told me this last week. And he told me that last week. I'm going to make myself better. I give one kid uh, 2 years ago, 10 years old. They put him at tight end. He didn't know how to block. He holding every play. He blocking guys. So after the game, now during the halftime, I said, look, man, hit him in the chest, hit him in the chest, hit him in the chest, hit him in the chest. Right? You won't get them holding calls. He tried that after the game. The kid came and said, thank
He
you.
needed that.
Thank you. He said, and the coaches just don't know some stuff. We tell the kids to encourage them, tell them to do something positive, or they did something wrong. Like, no, man, don't let them do that to you, man. Get them back, get them back, get them back. You know?
Yeah.
But they all they see, oh, you threw a flag on. And there have been so many cases that we're doing football that we'll go to the coach on a penalty. It should be a penalty. We go to the coach. Hey, 7-8 over there holding. 7-8 over there holding. This is like the first play of the game. Do you want to flag the first play of the game?
Like,
So
it just started.
7-8 holding. All right, man, watch your hand. So we tell him, I said, all right, watch him this play. Then we throw the flag. Then the coach said, oh, I see what you're talking about, man. Well, what do you teach me? I don't know how they practice. You got to teach the kids how to practice how they play.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And I think like also some of the new coaches, um, they can't accept that type of criticism because they feel like they're in a position like, of power, I guess, and as far as teaching the kids. But I mean, you gotta hear it from somewhere, like because it's not only the kids getting better, it's the coaches getting better as coaches too. And some of them are like real hesitant about that, and I guess that comes in too. Them probably be the ones that want to argue with you all the
Yeah,
time.
but if you can't teach your 11 studs, you got to teach. If you got 22 on the team, you need to teach all 22.
Yeah.
Don't teach your 11 studs everything.
Yeah.
You got to let the other guys learn something. I don't care if the guy couldn't block week 1, but back by week 3 he tried. Keep encouraging him to try. Right. Just don't work with the studs because you playing XYZ. You worry about their team because they got studs. There's no teaching no more in Little League.
No pressure.
No teaching.
And I think it's pretty dope too though, like that you watch kids from their age like small and you can just see them evolve and see them progress all the way. Even, I mean, because you coach high school too.
See,
so
like the Springer kids, they always give me a hard time. I don't know why.
Because they already know what you ready to come do.
No, they always like, hey man. I remember when I was playing with such and such, you said this. I said, you're in high school, man. I said, Coach Johnson ain't allow this, Coach Johnson ain't allow that. And once they say they're on Coach Johnson's team and they don't see, he don't allow certain things, he was like, oh, he was right. I said, I know. I tried to tell you about this when you was at this organization, that organization. Stop doing what you're doing because you're not going to play for them.
Yeah.
And kids don't understand, but when they get to high school, they see, hey, man, you was right.
Whole different ball game.
Whole different ball game in high school. They don't have to play.
That's right. You don't got to get no, what is it? How many plays?
6 plays.
6 plays. Yeah, it ain't mandatory. It's all about effort and your skill set and what you ready to go on that field.
I tell you, some of them, you got to check that out too when you get high school. You can get the wrong high school coach. You'll never see the field.
That's right.
I don't care how good you was out here. You'll never see the field.
So you speaking from experience.
Yeah. Never see the field. Couldn't even get in.
But that's all right. You came out to be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I did this interview also because we're going into the spring season and it's a lot of new kids out here. It's a lot of new kids all over the place coming in. You know what I'm saying? So what are some words of encouragement or just some jewels you can drop to the people?
No shields. Stop buying them kids them shields.
And I just put the shields on the
Stop buying them kids them shields. Shields are illegal in football. I don't know why we got to go through this every year. You cannot wear dock shields, tennis shields, only clear shields. I wish parents stop spending that money on that. And then they get mad with us when we tell them, it's in the rule book. It's only going to be clear. I want me to show it to y'all.
It's in the rule book.
It only can be clear.
It's in the rule book.
It's clear she is. I don't know why these coaches try to circumvent the system to say they can wear shield. Ain't no doctor, no, ain't nothing. And then, some stuff we allow, like the little bands, we don't supposed to let them play. But I'd rather have put the little bands right here than the shield. Because if the kid get knocked out and he having a seizure, we can't see his eyes.
Yeah.
See, parents don't really think about that, but you never know. And definitely some of these fields you might be playing on turf. That's the worst kind to have a shield on.
Oh my God, turf fields. Ooh. Well, I mean, and also mouthpieces.
Mouthpieces.
I hear y'all say that all the time.
But the 6-year-old, that's 6-year-old, that's why I say it's data farm group, but you got to remind them mouthpiece. But like when we get to 10, I get one warning. And the coach get mad with me. He said, that's not no penalty. I said, yeah, it's a penalty. It's a penalty is delaying the game because we got to tell him to put his mouthpiece in. So you got 40 seconds to snap the ball, but we got to stop him. Stop the clock to tell him to put his mouthpiece in. We give you the penalty. We can give you a courtesy one time.
Yeah, because you're supposed to be on there before they even hit the field. Put your mouthpiece in.
But the 6-year-olds, they had a mouthpiece here, mouthpiece there. Yeah. I mean, and they tell them they in the grass with the mouthpiece, put it back in the mouth. So, I mean, I just laugh because they out there trying, but they just lose focus. I tell the 6-year-old coaches definitely flag. I said, I don't know how y'all do this. This is the hardest thing to do to get 11 kids to pay attention.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's just. I mean, now even with basketball, like, oh my gosh, the kids don't even dribble. My son, he played with the little bitty ball. They don't dribble. I'm talking about they run from this all the way down there, no dribble.
When I was did the league with Ronald and EYB, I stopped the kid and make him dribble the ball all the way down the court. He not the point guard. I said, Coach, you gonna learn how to dribble today.
That's right. Somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it. I said, then I tell him, I said, look, bounce the ball, bounce it again, and walk down the court with it.
That's right.
And guess what? They're walking down the court with the ball.
That's it.
Because they got to stay in the little box. Can't nobody gonna check them.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they want to pick certain kids to bring the ball. Just let them all of them get a chance to walk the ball down the court.
Well, I mean, I think they kind of run the ball down the court.
Well, that's why you got to stop it. Because if they get to high school or the next 7, 8 years, they're going to do the same thing. Yeah. That's what they used to.
Right. Yeah. It started now, though, for real. On the field, on the basketball court, everything really make a big difference, man. And like I said again, for the people who don't know you and know that you take your time to do those kind of things, I'm glad you were able to talk to me and express that because basketball season coming to an end. We ready to start spring. So what are some of the things you look forward to? Being that you see new people every season. You get new coaches and whatever.
New kids. But we got to get back to the old school little respect out here with this football. I'm serious with this football. There's so much disrespect. And I hate to say it, this little Facebook, internet, it got way out of control. Way out of control. I ain't going to comment on betting on the games. I ain't comment on that.
Oh, you know what? We had that conversation at where we was at.
Game, and then y'all mad with the referee because he make a call. Why is y'all betting on 8, 9, 10-year-old kids?
Yeah, right.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's different.
But if y'all want to bet on that, if y'all want to bet on y'all ref the game.
Right. Just go ahead and do it like that.
Y'all ref the game. See how unfair y'all be to each other. It's terrible.
It was a lot of that going on last season.
A whole bunch.
It was a lot. Let's see. So, what else could you say? Because we talked a lot. We went already around the board about different things. But is there anything else you want to say?
We need some real leaderships. We need some real leaderships in these organizations again. I mean, leaders who put their foot down on these coaches and parents who disrespect other adults who trying to help the kids, aka referees. They can be the announcer. They can be somebody at the concession stand. I mean, it is so terrible. And we just got to get the values back in football like the way it used to be. Used to come out here to Glen Lee 20-some years ago. You had the whole parking lot, I forgot what the street, Water Street, and everything was nice and quiet. Everybody came out and party. They did their little thing, played football. Nobody disrespect, no fight. Not now. Everybody want to fight somebody. It's out of control.
And that takes the fun out of it for the kids because as soon as that type of stuff happens, you got to shut everything down. And you got to figure out if they're still going to have a game next week because don't nobody want all that. I mean, it really do be a good atmosphere. Every football field I went to, it always been great. The kids have a great time. We get to mingle, we get to talk. There really be enough interactions for a lot of us just being out here with the people. So I hope this spring everybody act right.
Yeah.
Win, lose, or draw. It's football. It's for the kids, and we gonna have a great time this season.
Yeah.
Um,
If
it's
y'all want to run it back again, I'll come back out here. Y'all want me to bring somebody out here to talk more about football? Let her know. Inbox.
Yes, let me know because this is all I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be interviewing the kids. I'm gonna be interviewing more football organizations. I'm gonna be really in the mix for the people who don't know what's going on, and for the people who might be new to football, they kid first year. I want to bring a lot of that stuff out here. So y'all, let me know. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate you, and I'm sorry for being late. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for being late because I heard some people was mad.
Because football fish should be the field 15 minutes early.
Okay, but first of all, I had to make sure my kids get to practice.
You got to be here
Just
15
to let
minutes
y'all
early.
know. Okay, I kind of figured he was gonna be on time, but I'm kind of always late.
I should have had a flag for her. That's what I should have
Oh,
had.
he would have threw the flag, and y'all would have just seen. He wouldn't even been on the screen no more. Let's begin. Come here. Come here. Say hey.
Hey,
Tell me who you play for,
I play for the Spiders.
and what's your position.
I, I play quarterback and running back.
You want to have a good season this year?
Hmm?
Tell the people come out here and act right.
Come out here, act right.
All right, but again, thank y'all for checking in. I hope y'all liked our interview. Like I said, this is my first time doing anything one-on-one in person like this, so it was great. Thank y'all. Yeah.
All right. Coach Joe calling you.
Coach Joe calling you.
So hopefully it went well.
I think so. Let me end it.